Hello and welcome to today's yoga class. Let's bring those big toes together, heels slightly apart. Draw the kneecaps up to the hips, tuck the tailbone under, let the shoulders drop, the chin tuck in, and we'll just start circling, pinching those shoulder blades in, lifting the chest. Couple more this way. And we're just going to change direction, shoulders out and wide, chin tucking in, looking down towards those toes, back to the centre, breathe in, raise up, exhale, drop down. 3 more. Then with an inhale breath, bring in those arms up, palms facing down, spread the fingers. We're just going to circle in those shoulders. One way, then the other. Then from there, just flexing at the elbows, hands, fingers spread, tailbone tucked. Inhale, pinch those shoulder blades in, lift the chest, exhale, release. 3 more. 2 to go. Last one. Bringing the hands to the heart space. We're going to inhale, squeeze the glutes, lengthen through the arms, upper arms in close. Spread the hands, lift the heart space, then just exhale. Bring those hands back down, back to the heart center. 2 more. One more. And then this time, bringing the hands back to heart space, we're going to inhale, come up, left hand takes hold of that right wrist. Still inhaling, we lengthen and extend through the arm. As we exhale, we allow the feet to sink into the mat. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale, fill. Exhale. One more this side. Exhaling. Then we're going to swap, taking hold of that left hand. Inhale, reaching up, extending. Exhale, allow the shoulder to soften, drop. Inhaling, exhaling. One more here. And then this time, interlock those hands, Kaspana Mudra. Inhale up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale into the heels, lift the balls of the feet. 2 more. Last one. Breathe in, breathe out. Even weight as we bring those hands, arms in line with the chest, tuck the chin in. Pinch or pull those shoulder blades apart, lift the toes, spread them, place them down individually. Then inhale, bring the head up, arms behind, pinch the shoulder blades, interlock those fingers or push one hand away with the other. Big deep breath in. And as we exhale, bringing the hands down by the sides, inhale into our mountain pose. And then we're going to exhale over to that right. Inhale to come up, exhale to the left. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. This time as we exhale, release the arm, roll back the shoulder, open the chest, heart space, bring those fingers up, so we can extend if we want to. Breathe in, fill. Exhale that little deeper. Inhale to bring ourselves back up, swapping sides as we exhale. Roll back the right shoulder, salute, extend, breathe. Inhale, bringing those arms above the head, interlocking. Exhale, sink the feet down, activate the core. Then inhale, push up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale to come those toes, spread them. One more, breathe in, lift. Exhale, come down. Bringing those hands down either side. We're just going to take a wider stance, hands on those hips, and just circle those hips one way, then the other. Changing again. And then to that center, just pushing out side to side. Then from there, slightly wider stance, bringing those arms up, and we're just going to glide through the waist, extending out, stretching. Exhale to lengthen, pull away. Inhale, drawing back to the center. This time as we exhale, coming over to that right, just release that right arm. Left arm comes up, look towards the armpit. Tuck the tailbone under. You could bring this arm up and over if you wanted to. Focusing on that armpit. Inhale to bring yourself back up. Exhale to glide to the left. Repeat. Left arm comes down, reaching up the right. Anchor those feet down. Keep the heart space open. You can take that right arm over if you choose to. And then inhale to come back up with those arms and some easy twists. Just let those arms release. Hands, fingers releasing. And then from there, I'm just going to come back to the center. Bring those feet together. Come towards the end of our mat. Feet toes together, heels slightly apart. Inhale, upward salute. Breathe in, activate the glutes. Bringing those arms up, lengthening through that spine. Exhale, bringing ourselves back down. Repeat, inhale, breathe in, deep breath. And as we exhale, neutralize the spine, coming down into a squat. Inhale to bring ourselves up, open that chest again. Exhale, pull the core back, abdominal wall looking for those thighs, chin tucking in, crown of the head to the floor. Inhale, half lift, tuck the tailbone under, draw the shoulder blades in towards each other, keep the chin in quite close to the chest, crown of the head travelling forward. Exhale, back into your fold, abdominal wall pulling back, tailbone lifting up. Inhale, tuck the tailbone under, pinch the shoulder blades, fill up. Exhale, coming back into the fold, core pulling back, cover those ears with upper arms, and then inhale to bring yourself up. Exhale, release those arms. Two more. Inhale, upward salute. Breathe in, lift the chest, squeeze the buttocks. Exhale, back to our mountain. Inhale, neutralize that back. Exhale, coming down into a squat. Breathe in, raising up, opening that chest, collarbones lead. Core pulls back, soften those knees. Surrender into the fold. Half lift when you're ready, squeeze the glutes. Imagine that spine lengthening towards the crown of the head. Pinch the shoulder blades in, keep the chin in towards that chest. Exhale, pull up through that tailbone, let the abdominal wall pull back and lift. Inhale, lengthen again. Long spine, tabletop. Exhale, coming back. Cover those ears. Breathe in to bring yourself up. Exhale, bringing those arms back down. Last one, inhale, upward salute. Lift that chest, squeeze those glutes. Exhale, coming back. Inhale. Neutralize the spine. Exhale into your squats. Breathe in to rise up. Lift that chest. Lead with the chest. Surrender, soften into the fold. Crown of the head to the floor. Inhale, subtle tailbone. Draws in, shoulder blades pinching. Pectoral muscles forward. Exhale, abdominal wall draws back. Shoulders can come away from each other. Pectoral muscles in towards the thighs. Inhale again. Feel that lung space up, lengthen through your back. Exhale, coming back, cover those ears. Breathe in to rise up. Exhale to come down. Inhale, upwards to breathe in, open the heart space. Exhale, coming down. Abdominal to the thighs, chin tucks in. Inhale for a half lift. Hands can stay on the floor, but the shins will put the knees as you lengthen through your back. Don't lift your chin forward. Keep it slightly tucked in. Bring your pectoral muscles forward. Exhale, bringing those hands down and stepping back into our plank. Remembering to drop that pelvis down. Tailbone tucks, heart space between those hands. Creases of the elbows to the front. The knees can come down. Prefer, or in full plank. Flex those elbows, chin, chest down, chaturanga. Forehead comes down. Breathe into our up dog. Keep those elbows in close to the body. Thighs on the floor. Squeeze the buttocks. Lengthen through those thighs. Then we're going to exhale, pushing back into our down dog. So toes tuck under. Bring that chest towards those thighs. So keep those knees flexed. Tailbone comes up. And then just walk it out a little. And then drop those knees down. Come back. Sink down to our extended child pose. Inhale to come up into a half anahata here. So keeping the knees under the hips. Walk the hands out. This is to get the stretch that we need through this upper body for our down dog. So we want this chest to travel down, chin staying tucked in so you can feel a strong stretch through the shoulder blades. If you can, chin can come down, if not, forehead. And if this is a little uncomfortable for those elbows, just flex them to take them out a little wider, sorry for the shoulders. And then from there we're just going to inhale, come back, exhale, sink back now to extended. Bring the arms back for a little rest. Maybe just rocking from side to side. And then from there, we're just going to slowly bring ourselves up. Use the core, keep the spine flexed, chin stays tucked in. When we get to the top, just roll those shoulders back. Bring those hands out, just roll one way, then the other. And then bringing those hands back. And then once again, we're going to look for our down dog. So we're going to tuck those toes under, drive the chest, so drive the heart space down towards the ground, buttocks towards the thighs. And if we can from there, push up. Keep those knees flexed again. Feel that heart space traveling down, crown of the head towards the floor. And just walk it out. Creases of the elbows to the front, if you can, and keep lifting your tailbone up. And then just bring stillness into the move, a few deep breaths. As you inhale, fill up that lung space. And as you exhale, keep lifting that tailbone. Let the chin tuck in, crown of the head towards the floor. You could gently move your head to release any tension. Maybe up and down or slowly left and right. And then we're just going to walk it out again. And then once again, we're just going to drop our knees, sink back, forehead comes down, maybe rocking from side to side. Then we're going to inhale, come back up onto all fours, walk those hands out for the Anahata, chest stretch, shoulder stretch. Again, just going where it's comfortable for you. Some of us it might be sliding further forward. And then just placing either the chin or the forehead down. 3 or 4 deep breaths here. On your next inhale, bring those hands back, sink back. Let the hands, arms come down either side, maybe holding the soles of the feet. And just try and create a release there in the shoulder blades. Maybe bring the hands up and circle the wrists. One way, then the other. And then using that core again, pulling you up. Give those hands a good shake. And then from there, we're coming back to all fours to come back into our down dog again. So tucking those toes under, exhale. Push that abdominal wall to the thighs. Chin tucks in, tailbone goes up. Maybe a little step forward. Hands nice and spread, even weight. And just walking out. Now we're going to start with our right leg. As we inhale, we're just going to lift our knee, bringing and flexing the knee, bringing the foot off, and then bringing our nose to our knee. Exhale as we draw in, and then inhale again, big deep breath, and then exhale, push it up into a three-legged down dog. So pushing that heel away, we're going to take 3 deep breaths here. Breathe in, fill up, expansion, exhale, contract the core. 2 more breaths. Last one here. Now as we exhale, flex this knee, bring the weight into the shoulders and step the foot through. If it's a little short, give it a helping hand. We're coming into a lunge, so we're going to drop our knees and bring our fingertips in line with our toes. Encourage the inner thighs to come up towards each other. Lift that chest. Again, don't throw the head back. You can slightly tuck the chin in. Think of the pectoral muscles traveling forward. And then from here, we're going to bring our hands both to the big toe side. Just resting. Maybe letting the knee come out to the side a little to create a stretch in the inner thigh. And then from there, we're going to activate the core, push up from that back, from the balls of that back foot, and pivot. So we bring the heel of this left foot in line with the heel of the right. Now, if you can, keep this right hand down with the right foot, and then bring your left arm up. Squeeze your left glute to keep that hip open, chest open. Breathe, slow, deep breaths here. Now we're going to pull on our core, keep the tailbone tucked, and we're going to bring ourselves up so we can now rest the right hand just above the right knee. Squeeze this left glute, so we're trying to open up our hips. And again, we can bring this arm up, chest open. This may feel enough. If you want to increase, you can bring this arm over. Strong stretch down the side of the body. Keep that focus. And then from there, we're going to bring that arm back. We're going to use our core again to lift, and as we do, straighten our right leg. So now we're looking for Trikonasana. Squeeze this left glute. Try and anchor all the weight on that left foot, including that little left toe. Bring these arms out, soften the shoulder blades. So a strong deep breath here, breathe in. And as you exhale, ground the feet down, let the shoulders soften. And then we're going to inhale again, get that oxygen in. And then we're going to exhale, glide. So we want our waist to do the work, glide us down. Releasing our right hand to wherever it falls. Don't let this left shoulder roll around, keep it open. And then just allow wherever you are to be. Keep activating the glutes, pushing the feet down. And then we're just going to create some circles with the arm. So just moving in that shoulder joint. Changing direction. Breathe in as you come up. Exhale as you come down. Breathe in as you come up. And then this time, bring the arm on the small of the back. Squeeze those glutes a little more. Push down with the soles of the feet. Pinch the shoulder blades in. And maybe look over your left shoulder. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And then we're going to transition now into Warrior Two. So we're going to flex this right knee, bend into it. Keep the back leg straight. Squeeze the glutes. And then once again, bring these arms up. As we start to anchor into the position, check you can see that big toe on that front foot. look towards your middle finger. And just breathe. A lot of effort, energy required in our warrior. We've got to keep that core active. Keep lifting up through the sternum. Don't let that right knee buckle in. And then we're just going to do an arrow here, dropping the left arm as we inhale to the left leg. Right arm comes up, squeeze the glutes, lengthen. So if you want to reach that ceiling, you can stay here. If you want to advance, you could exhale, start to bring that arm across. Keep the feet grounded though. If it starts to feel a bit wobbly or you lose alignment, don't worry about bringing that arm so far. And then breathe in, fill. And exhale, coming back down. This time we're going to cartwheel, so the right hand goes to that little toe side, left to the hip. Push up on the ball of that back foot, and step back and take it back into a down dog straight away. Walk it out. Worked hard there. Push the heels of those feet down as you start to pedal through the legs. Spread those hands, creases the elbow to the front, chin can tuck in, and then this time as we inhale, we're going to lift our left knee, just a little flex it and drive knee to nose. As we exhale, we're going to pull that core back, really strengthening. Inhale to fill up again, and then exhale, push up into our three-legged down dog. Really extend through that left leg, push the heel away, flex the toes in towards you. Draw the shoulder blades in. Encourage the creases of the arms to travel forward. As you breathe in, fill up. As you exhale, lift that tailbone a bit more. Activate the core. Now on your next exhale, flex that knee, drive forward. Bring the weight into the shoulders, into the upper body, and step it forward. Then from there, if you need to, give it a helping hand. Drop the back knee, fingertips in line with those toes, and load and lean into your lunge. Draw those inner thighs forward. Lengthen through your back. And just take slow, steady breaths. Hands to the big toe side as we allow that knee to just fall out. Grounding the foot down. And then bringing that knee back in, activating the core, pulling that abdominal wall back. Lift up on the ball of that back foot and turn on the heel. Try and bring it in line so that right heel is in line with the left. Left hand stays down with the left foot, and we can reach up with this right hand. If that feels a bit much, you can keep both hands down. Or maybe bring the hand to the hip. Keep squeezing this right glute. Breathe here, slow, steady breaths. Now it's with an inhale breath where we want to try and push up from that core. Resting now, that left elbow on that leg. This arm could stay up, or you could keep it down by the side, looking over your shoulders. If you want to, you could extend it up and over the body. Breathe deeply. Keep squeezing that right glute. Keep pinching the shoulder blades in towards each other. And then this time as we inhale, we're going to push up into our Trikonasana, the triangle, so we lengthen through this front leg. We're going to squeeze this right glute to stop it, the right hip coming forward. And then we bring out these arms, soften those shoulders, hug that core, and look towards your left finger and glide. You want to glide through that waist. One side can be very different. I haven't got as much flexibility this side, so this is about as far as I can come. Keeping that chest open, slightly tuck the chin in again. Then we want these collarbones to come forward. And then we'll just do some circles with that shoulder. Try and keep the legs still, spine still. Just moving in those arms. And then we'll change direction. Make your hand big here, push the heel of the hand away. Last one, and we're going to support the base of that spine. Cup it with the hand and open up the chest. Maybe look over our shoulder just to really keep that chest open. A couple of deep breaths here. And then as we next inhale, we're going to transition into our warrior two. So flexing this left knee, trying to bring that thigh parallel to the floor, checking we can still see the big toe, and trying to keep this hip back, the right hip back. We bring the arms up, soften those shoulders, and just take a few deep breaths in the warrior. Keep that core active, keep pushing down through the feet. We're going to come into our arrow now. So the right hand, as we inhale, drops down to the right leg. Left arm reaches up. Keep lengthening through that torso, through the arms. You can stay here if you want to. You can bring that arm up and over. Maybe looking towards your armpit. Keep the core strong. Don't let that left knee buckle in. Breathe. Inhale when you're ready, bringing yourself back up, and then exhale, cartwheeling down. Left hand to little toe, stepping back into our down dog, walking out any tension in those hips. Chin can tuck in, gently moving the head. Hands nice and wide, even weight spread. And we're just going to exhale. Drop the knees down, come back for a little rest into our extended child pose. Just rocking from side to side. And then from there we're going to inhale, come back up, tuck the toes under, exhale, push back into our down dog. So we're going to start with this right leg again. This time we're going to exhale. As we exhale, flex the knee, drive knee to nose, flex the spine as well, round it up. Inhale with deep breath, strengthen, breathe in, and then exhale. Push that leg up into our three-legged down dog. 3 deep breaths here. Even weight on the hands. Now on your next exhale, flex the knees, bring the weight through with those shoulders and step. Here we're going to bring our fingertips in line, keep the back leg extended, push the heel down to the ground and lift through our chest. Again, not through the neck, pinch the shoulder blades. You can slightly tuck the chin in, feel like the crown of the head is travelling forward. Couple of deep breaths here. Now on our next inhale breath, we're going to push up on the ball of that left foot. So we can pivot round, bring left hand towards left foot, and then on the heel of the right, and then pigeon toe them. Try and make sure heels of the feet are in line, toes are in line. If you want a slightly wider stance, take those feet a little wider. And then we're just going to take our hands from side to side. Let the chin tuck in. Just move those hands side to side, and then take hold of those opposite elbows. Let the crown of the head just rest in those forearms and just sway side to side. Anchor those feet down. And then just release. From there, coming over to that left foot, we're going to pivot on the heel, turn it round. May need to step it back a little as we come up on the ball of that other foot. And then from there, we're just going to load into that lunge, stretching out that calf muscle, back leg, pushing the heel down, lifting the chest. Slow deep breaths here. Now on our next exhale, we're going to bring those hands down and we're going to push it back into down dog. Start walking it out. Chin tucking in, creases the elbows towards the front of the mat. So it's going to be our right leg again. As we exhale, we're going to flex that knee, bring nose to knee, flex that spine, driving it up. Then as we inhale, just breathe in, fill up. And then exhale to kick that leg up into a three-legged down dog. Push the heel away. And then just take a few deep breaths here. On your next exhale, flex that knee, shift the weight into the shoulders, step it forward. Fingertips back in line with those toes, loaded leaded lunge. Bring those inner thighs in towards each other and lengthen through your back. Strong deep breaths. Now on your next inhale, push up from the ball of this left foot. Bring left hand round again, then that right. And then just adjust. Make it comfortable for you. Bringing our fingertips in line with those toes. If you can, get the flats of the hands down, otherwise just those fingertips. And then as we inhale, just want you to walk those hands out. But don't let the hips come with you. Keep the hips where they are, lengthen through that spine. And maybe place the hands down. And then as you exhale, walk those hands back. Flex that back, chin tucks in, crown of the head towards the floor. So just slowly inhale, lengthen through the back. Exhale, flexing. Crown tucks, chin tucks, crown of the head to the floor. One more. And then this time, we're going to come back to that left foot on the heel of it, pivot. Again, if you need to step back a little, just step back as you push up on the ball of that back foot. And then we're back into our lunge, taking 3 deep breaths here. Keep drawing those inner thighs in, lifting that chest. And then on our next exhale, bring those hands down, spread them nice and wide and push it back into a down dog. Just walking it out. So we're going to go around the other way now. So it's going to be our left leg that we're going to lift. So with that exhale breath, flex that knee, drive knee to nose, flex the spine up. Inhale, kick that, inhale, fill up first, breathe. And then exhale, kick that leg up, 3-legged down dog. Draw those inner thighs in. 2 deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, inhale, flex that knee, step it forward. Lunge. Exhale, draw the inner thighs in. Lift that chest. Breathe in, pinch those shoulder blades, fill up. On your next inhale, push up from this right foot, turning, bringing the right hand round, then pigeon toeing our feet, creating a distance maybe a little wider this time. And then let's just sway from side to side. Let the chin tuck in, crown of the head towards the floor. And then take hold of those elbows. And just swing like a pendulum. And then we'll just release those arms, find the center, ideally fingertips in line with the toes, even weight in the feet. We'll just do a few twists, starting with that right side first. So you're going to inhale, lengthen, lift that right arm up, opening the chest. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale, left. Keep actively focusing on those feet sinking. Spinal twists here. So trying to work through that torso. Couple more either side. Okay, and then this time as you come down, we're coming round to that right foot on the heel, turning, bringing that right hand back, maybe stepping it back a little as you push up on the ball of that back foot. And then we're back into our lunge. Push the heel down, stretch out the calf, draw those inner thighs in, draw the shoulder blades in. And then prep those hands ready, get them down as you exhale and push back into a walking down dog. Okay, Okay, just add a little stretch here for the sides of the body. We're going to inhale, push right up onto the balls of the feet. Chin tucks in. And then as we exhale, we're going to take those heels up and over to the left. And then drop them down as far as they'll come. Inhale, push back up onto the balls of the feet. Anchor those balls in, and then exhale, swing it, take it over to the other side. One more either side. Take it your own pace. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, drop it down. And then back to that center. Walk it out again. Loosen it now. Maybe lift a hand, spread, and place that even weight down. Creases of those elbows to the front. So it's going to be our left leg again. On your next exhale, flex the knee, knee to nose, flex that spine. Inhale, fill up. And then exhale, kick it up into the three-legged down dog. 2 deep breaths here. And when you're ready with an inhale, flex that knee, bring that weight into the shoulders, step it forward. Just if you need to, give it a helping hand. Fingertips in line, stretch out that right calf, push the heel down, lengthen, draw those inner thighs in. Couple of deep breaths. And then when you're ready, it's going to be that right foot that we inhale, push up, turn the heel, bring the right hand, and we turn in the heel. So our left is pigeon toe, we just got to adjust that right. Try and get those heels in line. Again, you might want to distance those feet a little more this time. Bring those fingertips in line with those toes. And this time we're going to inhale. Try and keep the chin tucked in, lifting through that heart space. Come far forward as you can. And then maybe those forearms will drop down. Maybe that's a little bit too much, and you can just flex those elbows, see how far they want to come. Just take a few deep breaths here. If the hamstrings are really tight, you can allow the knees to flex. Helps those hamstrings lower back. Two more deep breaths here. If those forearms are down, then maybe just tuck the chin in a little bit more, crown of the head towards the floor. If those forearms aren't down, then just focus on breathing. Slow, steady, deep breaths into the body. So it's going to be an inhale breath to bring ourselves up. And then we're just going to exhale, walk those hands back and just gently sway from side to side. This time as we come over to that left leg, just want you to take hold of the ankles, maybe lift the shins, depending on where you're at. And then we're going to inhale, lengthen our spine. So it's like we want to take our chin to our toes. And then we're going to exhale, flex and just tuck in as much as we can. 2 deep breaths here. Then from there we're just going to release, just gently sway from side to side. And then this time it's that right leg, taking hold of either the ankle or the shin. As we inhale, we lengthen, just extend through our back, tailbone tucked, shoulder blades pinched in a little. And as we exhale, just release, soften, fold into the pose. 2 deep breaths. Inhale to come back to that center and just gently rock again until we bring our hands to that right side. Push up on the ball of the foot, right hand round, adjust if you want to bring it in a little, then push up on the ball of that back foot. So we're back into our lunge. Draw those inner thighs in, push those shoulder blades in towards each other, lift that heart space. A few deep breaths. Bringing those hands down nice and wide, the edges of the mat, driving back into our down dog. Just walking it out. From there, we're going to exhale, drop the knees and sink ourselves back. Forehead can come down, maybe arms either side, and we can just rock and sway gently from side to side. Take slow, steady, deep breaths here. Just worked hard in the body. Okay, and then from there, slowly, using the core, we're going to bring ourselves up. So we keep the spine flexed, chin stays tucked in. Just going to give our feet a little stretch here. So we're going to bring our hands out in front. Bring the weight into the hands, tuck the toes under. And then from there, placing our hands onto our thighs. Activate that tailbone. Draw your core in, lift up from this sternum area as well. Pinch your shoulder blades in and just slightly tuck that chin in. A couple of deep breaths here. If you wanted to add to it, you could, and if this feels enough strong, stay here. Work on the breath. Fantastic for the feet. Just stay. If you want a little bit more, you can bring those hands down and you can push those thighs in close and then maybe hug and tuck the chin. Whichever one you're at, just focus. Great for the feet. One more deep breath here. And then release out of it. Wherever you are, bring those hands down, come forward and come lift the feet up. Maybe spread those toes, circle the ankles a little. And then come onto the tops of those feet now. Bring the weight down. And from here, again, this is very personal. We're going to work where we are. We're going to see if we can bring the knees up. Now when we've brought them up as far as we can tuck that tailbone under again. So we're squeezing the glutes, we're lifting the sternum, keep the chin in close to that chest, and you can bring the arms out if you want to, pinching those shoulder blades in. And you can keep working on lifting those knees up a little higher. Now for some of us that could be just here is enough, maybe support with the hands behind. Fantastic stretch. Wherever you are, stay there. Soften the facial muscles. Breathe. 2 more breaths. And then slowly from wherever we are, come back, come forward again. Lift the feet and again circle. Feel those strong sensations. Top of the feet now, bottom of the feet. Okay, so now we're going to tuck those toes under and we're going to come up from here if we can. So taking those hands out in front, using them for full support, pull back your abdominal wall. As you pull back your abdominal wall, lift up onto the balls of the feet. Bring those hands a little closer and then from there, drawing the core up. Keep the abdominal wall close to the thighs, chin tucks in and we come into a dangling. Doesn't matter if these knees really flex, it doesn't matter at all. What we want to do is be able to support our lower back so the lower abdominal wall is resting on the thighs. The balls and the heels of the feet are resting on the thighs. And we're just going to rock. We're going to bring our hands forward a little bit and bring all the weight into the balls of the feet. The chin's tucking in, checking out our ankles, our toes. And then we're going to exhale, push into the heels. Maybe walk the hands back towards our toes. Lift the balls of the feet and spread them. Just repeating that again. Take it slowly. Back up onto the balls of the feet. And then exhale into the heels. Lift the balls of the feet. And then create an even weight and just hang. Maybe you might want to hold opposite elbow, let the chin tuck, and just gently sway. Anchor those feet down now. You may want to wrap your hands behind the back of your legs. Slow, steady breaths, or you may prefer to have those hands down with those feet. Now we're going to come up really slowly, keeping the spine flexed. So pull the core back and breathe in. Keep the chin tucked in. And then when you get to the top, roll those shoulders back. One way and then the other. And then from there, coming back to the front of the mat, we're going to take the feet as wide as our mat. So edges of the feet near the edges of the mat. And we're going to do some squat work here. So we're going to inhale, breathe in, activate the glutes, lift the arms up. And then as we exhale, we're coming forward. We're going to flex those knees, draw the abdominal wall towards those thighs. And just see if we can bring those hands down, chin to chest. And then from there, we're going to inhale, lengthen through that spine again. And then this time as we exhale, we're going to see if we can drop our bottom down and bring our hands together into prayer. Now some of us might need to bring these arms up, where some of us may be able to drop the bottom down completely and bring the chest, or the hands to the chest. You may find you come up on the balls of your feet. This is fine. You could put something underneath if you wanted. But you may find that we're stuck here. Those hips won't go any further. This is fine too. Wherever you are, just take slow, steady breaths. Now we're going to use an inhale breath, and we really want to connect with the soles of our feet. So wherever we've got down to, we're going to inhale and we're going to push up, tuck the tailbone under, breathe in, open up, lift the heart space. And then exhale, allow yourself to rest back in the mountain, keeping these feet this distance apart. So we're going to do a couple more of those. Inhale, breathe in, upward salute, squeeze the glutes. And then exhale as we come forward. We're going to flex, pushing those hips back. Chin can stay tucked in, coming down as far as possible for us. For some of us, this may be enough. We need to bring the hands onto the thighs. Some of us, we may be able to come down here, and for some of us, we can drop those hips down. Also, the ankles allow us to do it. If not, don't worry, just be where you are. Breathe wherever we are. It's challenging. Now it's an inhale breath. I want us to push back up. So as you breathe in and you fill up, let the lungs expand, belly expand, and as you exhale, stronger core. Releasing any tension, anchoring the feet down, and then we're going to inhale, power up. Reach up, and then exhale. Release that breath, gather. We're going to do one more. Just take a few breaths to feel where we are. Okay, and then this one we're going to try and come down to the ground with. So we're going to inhale, fill up, exhale, hips coming back, anchoring the feet down, lessening for some of us here, enough, go as far as we can, otherwise we're able to drop down. Wherever we've got to, take slow, steady, deep breaths. Now, if you're a little higher up and we can't bring that bottom down anymore, what I recommend is you bring your hands down and then bring yourself down onto your knees, then onto your bottom. If you can squat down, the hips will come down here, just dropping down. When we've made it down, we're going to extend these legs out. When we feel those, in those hip flexors, psoas muscles. So just push the heels away, and we're just going to give ourselves a good stretch, lift up and out now. So maybe you can grab the toes, if not those ankles, and then when you've grabbed wherever you can, flex those elbows, dropping them down, lift the chest again, don't chuck the head back, lift your chest, tuck the chin in slightly. 3 deep breaths. And then from there, we're just going to inhale, bring ourselves back up, and then just making sure the feet are towards the end of the mat. We're going to lengthen through that spine again, bring those hands out, and then we're going to exhale, pull the abdominal wall back, and come down as slowly as we can. Keep those shoulders out and wide. And we just want to try and lower down, slowly as we can. And then when we bring that head back, we're going to take those arms back for a full body stretch. Just making sure you've got enough room. And then from there, we're going to take right hand around left wrist, as we were doing when we were standing. And as we inhale, we're going to extend, pull this arm as much as we can. So the right arm is pulling that left. As you inhale, fill up. And then as you exhale, just allow everything to release, soften, let go, drop down, chin included towards that chest. If you need a pillow under the head here, take 1, 2 more breaths. Inhale, right hand pulls our left wrist, lengthen, lengthen, breathe in, feel nice, deep breath. Don't hurry it, and then exhale, soften, release, just let everything drop. 1 more this side. And then after your exhale, swap. So left hand takes hold of that right wrist. As you breathe in, you lengthen, fingertips can lengthen as well, the whole hand. So it's trying to touch something behind it. And then as you exhale, just soften. Let the fingers curl, let the shoulders drop, jaw drop, any tension. And then breathe in again. Extend, lift, lengthen. 1 more this side. And then from there, just slowly release those arms back down and bring the soles of the feet to the mat, and then those thighs into the chest for a big hug. Tuck the chin in and just rock from side to side. Then placing the hands over the knees, take those knees out as far as is comfortable for you, and then push them away, draw them in together and towards the chest. So we're going one way. And then we'll change direction. And then just for fun, we'll take one in one direction and one in the other. So as one goes up, you push the other one down, and vice versa. So as one comes down, the other goes up. As one goes down, the other. And then you can try that in opposite direction as well. Key I find is try not to think about it too much, and then it sort of happens. And then from there, just take them out and in. And maybe as you take them out, you might just want to draw your arms, maybe grab the ankles, and just rock from side to side, play with it a little bit. Keep that chin tucked in. And then hug those thighs into the chest again. And this time, keep hold of your left ankle, left shin as you extend that right leg. Push the heels away, flex the toes in towards you. And then we'll just do a bit of a twist here. So we'll take that left arm, anchor it down. You can either keep it straight or flex the elbow as we bring this other one up and over. Maybe able to bring the foot down. Try to keep that left shoulder blade down. 3 deep breaths. Looking to breathe in, really expand that rib cage. As you exhale, just let go of that shoulder a little more. And then this time as you inhale, bringing that leg back in, draw that knee in again. Keep your right leg extended, push the heel away. Place your right hand on your right hip, left hand to the inside, and then drop that knee down as far as you can. You may want to support on the outer thigh. Try and anchor the right shoulder down the right hip, and just take several deep breaths. Keep that chin tucked in. And then with an inhale, bring that back in for a hug. Bring the other leg to join. Hug and maybe just rock side to side. And then when you're ready, this time keep that right thigh in. Extend that left leg. Push the heel away, flex those toes in towards you. And then when you're ready, left hand to the outside. Anchor that right arm, right shoulder down, pull across. If the sole of the foot or the side of the foot will come down, maybe for some of us it will be the knee. Just make sure that right shoulder's down. Breathe deeply. Last deep breath this side. And then inhale to come back up, keeping that left leg long. Hand down on that left hip, left shoulder down as much as we can get it down. And then we're just going to pull that right knee out. Slow, steady breaths. And then inhale to bring that thigh back up, bring this other one in, and just rock from side to side. Hands on those knees and just some small circles. One way, then the other. And then bringing those thighs in for a big hug. We're going to inhale as we do. We're going to lift the nose to the knees. We're also going to compress that lower back down. So really activate your abdominal wall, drive it back. Tug the tailbone so you can feel that lower back. And then this time as you inhale, keep the chin tucked in. Think about the collarbones just coming that little closer to those knees. And then just exhale, coming down. Hands by the sides. We're then going to inhale and lift the legs. Remember, if the hamstrings are really tight, just let your knees flex. You can let those ankles go a little softer. Otherwise you can extend, lift up. Bring the arms out, palms up. We're just going to take 3 deep breaths here. Keep the chin tucked in. As you breathe in, expand, fill up. And as you exhale, draw the core down, tailbone tucks. Feel your back, that spine anchoring into the mat. Listen to your breath. And then when you're ready, exhale, slowly flex the knees, draw the thighs into the chest, and then come down just for a final little relaxation. You can keep the soles of the feet down, or maybe take those legs out wide, or the goddess pose, bring the soles of the feet together. As you breathe in, let the belly rise, fill up. Filling up that body with oxygen, chi, prana. And as you exhale, allow the back of the body to sink. Release any tension, let it go. Continue to find a rhythm that works for you. just very slowly bring the feet back up, soles of the feet back up. If they stay there, then just really connect, push them in, the balls and the heels of the feet in. And then just bring those thighs in for a hug. Just rocking gently from side to side. And then when you're ready, just rock yourself over to the left. Bring that right hand out in front, just get yourself comfortable. You can open your eyes, big yawn at this point. And then when you're ready, just inhale, bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Just bringing your hands to your heart space. And thank you very much for joining me today. Namaste.